Making this short video on traditional economies, a little bit of definition, uh, the economic goals and how they relate to a traditional economy, and some traditional examples from our economy. So we know that every economic system has to answer the questions what to produce, how we're going to produce them, and how we are going to distribute the goods. In a traditional economy, people follow their customs and make what their ancestors made. How they make it is the same way that their ancestors did, and then the people in the village who need the things, they make sure that everyone's needs are being met. Here are some images of some traditional economies that still exist today. Not a lot of advancements. Efficiency. I put this this image down here because in your economies where they have to provide for themselves and they don't have a lot of technology, especially in your Indian cultures back in the day, not necessarily so much today. When they would kill a buffalo, they would use every single part of that buffalo. Nothing was wasted. For these economies, or for these traditional economies to exist, they have to be extremely efficient. There is no waste. They use everything. So efficiency is extremely important and in a traditional economy. Equity. Once again, they're providing these things and then they share amongst each other. So it's very, very equal in this society. Freedom, not very much freedom. Like I said, it's always going to be done exactly the same way. You're going to do it the way your ancestors did. Your mother will pass down what she does to their daughters, and the fathers will pass down to their sons. Growth and innovation, obviously when you look at this, you know, the Amish communities, very traditional economies, doing it the same way. The ladies up, or the people up in the top, you know, making it the way it's always been made. There isn't a lot of growth and very, very little innovation. Security and predictability, very secure, very predictable. They don't have to worry about their needs being met as long as they don't have any outside interference coming in. And so they take care of themselves. These are some examples of what some traditional aspects of our economy, and I kind of flipped the two. When I was growing up and early on, it would have been unheard of for a man to be a nurse, and now with your generation, it's very common that we have male nurses, but that used to be a traditionally female role. And the same with construction workers. There was a time where it would have been unheard of for a female to work in the construction industry, but now it's becoming more common. You have situations where you have parents passing down businesses to their sons and daughters, and so those are traditional aspects of our market economy, based on tradition, and obviously some traditions are broken, but there are a lot that still exist. I put this in here, I just thought this was interesting. Our perspective coming from a capitalist society where it's all about making money versus living in a traditional economy. So our perspective is you don't have a lot of choices and your standard of living is very low. But I would venture to guess if they're quite content living the way they have without all the competition and all of the overwhelming responsibilities and duties that we have in our economy. So I thought that was just something interesting.